Your African print is not African made. It's likely European and actually originated from Indonesia. When you think of African cultural cloth, your mind probably goes to batik wax print textiles, also known as Ankara fabric. These prints are most commonly used and have been embraced in West and Central Africa for over the past 150 years. But where are its actual origins? Well, by the 1850s, Dutch merchants in the then colonized Indonesia took the opportunity to capitalize and basically exploit the Indonesian batik textile industry. They tried to industrialize the dyeing process with printing machinery that would have expedited production time and produced in multiples. Indonesians weren't feeling it because it gave a low quality version of their hand-dyed and handmade batik. They realized their machine printed batik textiles were more popular among West Africans than the country that it was intended for. So then they started tweaking their designs to suit the tastes of the African market, particularly in Ghana at the time. Hence the name Ankara, which is a bastardized version of the name of Ghana's capital, Accra. So if you look up Indonesian handmade batik, you may see a lot of similarities to African print, but with a bit of Ghanaian influence. The history of Ankara is steeped in the fact that Dutch traders introduced the print to Africa. It's still considered Dutch wax. So how can something steeped in colonial history be such a major representation of Africa? For example, Vlisco is a Dutch wax company that has been producing African print since the 1800s. This is their website. To this day, a great amount of Ankara fabric is still produced in the Netherlands, and a notable amount is also produced in China, but of a lesser quality. It's clear to see that something that has been made vastly outside of Africa has become such a visual and artistic representation of the continent. West Africa does produce a lot of its own cultural cloth. There's Adire and Asha Oke from the Yoruba people in Nigeria and Benin, Boglan Fini mud cloth from Mali, and much more to mention. But even West African cloth producers face being overrun by factory producers outside of Africa. A lot of this can be attributed to high electricity costs, machinery, and trade policies that make local production harder. So what can be done? Buy African cloths made by Africans. That means going beyond aesthetics and asking where your fabric is actually produced. Skip and obliterate AliExpress and invest in cloths that support local economies. You can look for local artisans and verify where they source.